Welcome to Jiminism Total Nerdery channel. This time it's StarMade Nerdery. And I wanted to bring you a little update of what's happening with my Hyaku Paasento battleship. Inspired from watching the 70s anime series of Space Battleship Yamato, I made a spaceship that's totally not even resembling that. Maybe it has a large gun, but well, whatever. This is my ship, and if you wonder why it's called Hyaku Paasento, it's basically a joke, or sometimes in comical situations Japanese can say Hyaku Paasento, which means 100%, especially when someone fails. Well, you can see that I have moved many of the turrets, and I also have added some new types of turrets, as well as have some more turrets. Now, this is a beta version, as I actually think that I have a plan for what I will change with it. You see, this anti-missile turrets will be replaced by some other turret, I don't know. And I have decided to remove all the beam systems, beam turrets from the ship, and replace the beam turrets by cannon turrets, because as you can see, this ship looks like an old naval ship, and I want to have it mostly focused on cannon systems. So that's a reason, but that's maybe a later problem, because I can say that this is a kind of done version of the ship. I call it beta because there are some things that I want to change, and they also changed the power consumption in some matters. So my missile pulse system now draws much more energy than they did before. A happy news is that now my large EMP pulse cannon does now double damage to EMP than it did before, so that's a fun thing. Well, I'd say let's look through the ship. And just to be just like that, I firstly will show you a little ship. I will show this ship more in another video, but this is my new freighter ship, and I call it the Camel Freighter for time of being. This is because it has two detachable storage devices which you can dump off from inside the ship. Actually, I can show you that. I will add some ship remotes. Firstly, you deactivate these doors that were around the cover and the airlock. Make sure the airlock is closed, and then, well, activate one, and we detach a cargo unit, or I actually call them cargo claps. So this is a totally not offensive ship. It does not have any type of weapon systems. It does, however, have an anti-missile system, and also it has some, you can see here, we have radar jammer, and we have speed, and we even have some warning lights. Well, now I'm kind of showing off this ship. It's I'll show it off in another video, but well, just so you know, I have been totally busy of making StarMade ships, even though you say, yeah, you only made interior of the Hyaku Paasento ship and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe, but I also made some other ships where the Camel is one of them. So this is the outside view. We will see here, because we will, oh, now I'm doing this totally wrong, but maybe we can range. Excellent. Okay, which way are we? let's go to the observation windows. Here it are. Then this is directly docked to the Hyaku Paasento. Now you can see that both of these doors are a permission module, so you can get in here totally safe, and then the crew can command you to put your stuff in a box or something like that, and you thereby can, well, enter gravity and go inside to the ship with the permission of those here. And if you want some extra security, I made a space. If you want to have an anti-personnel turret, you can place it here just in the entrance that has overview of this hall of the ship, which is the entering hall. Here you can see we have universal dock type 1, which is this one we entered. We have a station dock down below. We have visitor, well, this is the visitor entrance. Or this is the station dock, but we have, oh yeah, that's another, you know, I know all my screens or display modules, displays all over the place, so, well, this is for entering planetary airlock, station dock and visitor entrance, as it is high security. Well, I guess we will begin with the bottom of the ship. Here we have cargo bay, cargo, crate gate and weapon server hall. And well, what I've changed here is basically make it look a bit nicer. I actually don't remember to a 100% exactly what I've showed in the last video, but here you can see you have the open gate to the outside of the world. So this is for when you're on planets or closed airlock stations and want to load in some materials and crates in a nice way, just under the ship. Well, this is the weapon server hall, and I added this funded sign, authorized technician only, warning heat shock from EMP pulse cannon, keep out and firing, because of course this cannon that begins here of course generates very much heat. And well, there is one thing I wanted to show. This is supposed to be the head computer center for anyone working, or the technician's place, and of course I added decorative servers and switchboards to well, if you want to add systems on a ship, you should be able to have a ready place to do that. Well, walking out from the ship's interior, we come up to the main area. So I just shut down a whole lot of programs because I had uneven FPS, and it seems to be working to some extent at least. Well, now you come up to the common areas, so we will first go to the right. Here we have, or you can go this way of course too. Here we have the medbay with advanced medial reconstructor and auto doctor, and a glass door. Well, here you see we have some nice medical beds which you can lay down on even if you're a robot. And well, medical systems, it's a medbay, it's a medbay. A small medbay, I mean, this is not a, we live in a modern time, so this ship is built for around 10 people at max. Of course you can automatize some of the services, but well, we have places for dining of well, 10 people around, so yeah. And anyways, on a battleship everyone does not eat at the same time. That would be so stupid. Well, you do know my nice little gates here. I showed them before, which you can flip up and down even without entering the other side of this force field that keeps the air pressure good. But you can see it's air sealed. And also we have an emergency med box that's kind of a necessity. Well, this is the Starboard, if I'm not wrong. And well, here we have a little relax area or observation deck. And we also have this recreational relax room. I love that term. We have observation commons and hibernator cell. Oh, what a view. Well, the hibernator is this little thing where you can get a form of fast sleep with modern medical drugs and advanced technique. Yes. And here we have the docking center computers. Dock info USD dock base is open via faction permission modules. Underside transport dock, inside docks, and service ship bay docks. Well, you can dock a larger ship on the underside of this ship for transporting them also, of course. But they are faction only, of course, as evil persons could be using them. Here we have some other interesting computers, what happened there, whatever, in the area. And here we have the Starboard. And do you know why it's called Starboard? Well, let me tell you. It's from Scandinavian or Norse languages, where we called it Starboard or steerboard, which is steering board. Steerboard is the left, because you had a rudder on the left side of the old Viking and earlier cruising ships, and that has in tongue for a very long time been starboard instead. That is derived from the steerboard. Oh, I seem to have fixed it. Windows malicious software thing was running a scan in the background, but I removed it because it's a horrible tool. Anyways, this is a space bike. We might take a tour of that later, but you can see you sit here and you fly around in space, and I'm very happy about the outcome of the minimalized design. Of course, it doesn't have any features, but it's basically or it has docking, if you are going to be like that, but it has, yeah, it's a planetary landing or a service vehicle, and as you can be inside it, you can see that the view is very nice. You don't need any extra cameras or stuff like that. So let us be checking on and let us be getting back to gravity, as it apparently was removed while entering the ship. This is a new conference room with planning desk, media resources, planetary map, or commando center, because the thought is that a commander of the ship could instead sit in here to make well, basically plan the battle, as the pilots and the weapon commanders are those that actually do the battle. Here you also have some observation of who docks with this place. And well, we have different interesting computers, a nice board of advanced stuff, and a little feature. Look, we have different types of light. This is the purple planning light, and then we have the red alert. Yeah. Or something like that. I like it anyways. So one thing that I am really happy about is that this dark alley, it looks so much ship-like, that this dark alley with nothing in it. You maybe think it's mundane, I don't know. But we will be going out to the service bay. This is the service ship bay. And there is the information. Here you can go out, like here, and whoa! Oh, damn! That is close. It's kind of stupid to go out in here in gravity, but I do it anyways. Cause why not? Well, you can walk over to the other side, and this is, as I said, a service ship bay. So here you will not take in any new persons. And here we also have a very new... oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yes. This is so dangerous. I don't even know why my gravity. Wish me luck. Okay, yes. This is a version of the Volvo with repair units on it, and well, you can see the dock on the other side. The plan is that this service ship should come with it, so basically you fly out and down here to be able to get out safely. So here you also see the observation room, or recreational room. I love that term, recreational. And you see some advanced stuff down there. Okay, let me get out. We will be moving on to, well, I guess upside. So now you have some nicer... oh no. Let me just fastly show you the machine hall. Authorized personnel only. Yes. In here you have different systems, and of course some very advanced and fancy computers for that. That's basically it, but I wanted to be to have an accessible space to all the different blocks, because I think that the system block are very beautiful in their own way, and I don't want I mean, most shipbuilders these days try to hide the system blocks as much as possible, but I don't want to do that. I want to bring them out and show what's cool with them, like this individual power system. They actually generate quite much, but the main thing of them is that they should look cool. I want to bring in the beauty of these system blocks to as much as possible. That's why I have them visible, and I have an access to them also. And I think it feels less realistic. I like to have a machine bay with just power blocks and shield blocks, and well, in a nice manner. Well, here we have the system server hall, and well, information about all the systems. We also have an airlock to the bay outside, here to all the turrets. So basically, and the inside of the ship we have some added security, but we have a total inside now with nice screens all over the place. Here we have the shield command with well, shield stats and place for one shield commander and a shield overseer, and at the same time we have it on the same here with the power command and power overseer. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7 people in this hall, 2 persons in the dock, and well, maybe a person in the kitchen, or well, we have a robo chef also, so you don't really need that. I forgot to show you that sign, but well, the ship is not really done anyways, as I want to change some systems, but the main deal of the ship, so to say, is done. So let us enter the ship, and we will be going around all the cameras. The core camera is crap, but here we have the first camera, which is right here on like the lamp of the camera recorder, I don't know. And we have this overview little camera here, so you can see from all the turrets. And here we have, oh yes, this is the UST Type 1, and now we have a docked ship here. Hey, if you want to dock to something, you might want this. And here we have the back view. Here we have the in-ship view. As you steer around in space, you always fly in this mode. Just kidding. And then we have the, let's see here, barboard. I think it's right, barboard in Swedish. And then we have steerboard, or starboard, yeah. And then we have well, service hall camera and well, personal entrance like this, so no shady people will enter here. And well, the bay cameras, very nice. Let me bring up the, yeah, like this. And then we have, well, I don't know camera, but I like the view. Basically, I've chosen all of my cameras if I like the view or not. And this is the, if you should say so, least invasive camera. It's the closest resemblance to a free camera view, and you get a good sense about how big the ship also. So this is maybe the practical view. And yeah, there are some different light modes in this ship. Here we have the beacon lights, which I have. I'm very happy about the front beacon lights. I mean, it looks so cool and it's so clear. And I've checked that it doesn't matter where you look at the ship, you will always see at least one beacon. That's the beauty of 3 beacons. And now we have, well, let's have them on. We have the white service lights. Now I have had them turned on all the time, but the thing is that the white service lights should by default be deactivated, so we have a good view over the space. And then we instead use this much more cozy yellow light. So this is meant to be the normal in-ship lighting, a little softened light, yellow like this, kind of. That's the thought anyways. One might do as one pleases, and you of course can turn off even those to have the ship in complete darkness wherever I am now. Let's see here. Yeah, now it's very dark, so it's hard to find. Scary, scary. Ooh, this looks like some scene from some scary science fiction movie. Maybe I should make an episode of scary science fiction? I don't know. Maybe not. Well, let me activate all the turrets for you, and we should be having a nice fight, and you will see what the ship goes up to, if you should so say. Oh yeah, another thing worth mentioning is that I have places to add turrets down there, down here, whoops, in the middle there and there, as well as on the edges here for some missiles more. So I also have another ship that with some more turrets on the other side also, but basically it's tiresome to activate too many turrets. One other thing that I wanted to is show you some weapon, because let me get a good view. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this is kind of the better. I zoom out a bit, just to show you how cool it is, or something like that. Whoa! You can see that I have my, what do I call them? Like heavy missiles or something? Those? No, not those. Oh damn it. Oh well. Poor clip. Oh well. I mean... Yes, these pulse missiles. I should call them pulse missiles. Well, sorry. Here you can see my pulse missiles. I wanted to just show them a bit, because they look very cool and they do tremendous damage, but they did change the power values, so I can't use them. Or when I use them, my turret, or cannon turret, sniper turret, CB, cannon beam turret, is the appropriate. It drains energy from the energy reload, so it doesn't really reload as fast as this cannon shoots, in relation to shield regeneration, the ion effect for the shield, all the anti-missile turrets and all that. So you basically get stuck in a power drain, which is horrible now. Well, it's a beta, and you basically just have to accept stuff like that. I think I showed you my missile gates, but we should anyways open it for later on. Well, revealing the nice missile system. It looks very cool, mind you, wouldn't you say, separated and all. Well, I should get to the point sometimes. A fast look of the weapon systems. This is the largest, the cannon pulse system, and I'm quite disappointed of the damage. It has 6,600 damage per second, and that's not too much, but the penetration should be 46 blocks, which I really can't... I think it means... it says penetration 46 blocks, but that's not what's happening. But I guess most chips have armor, and that lowers the value a bit. Well, let's look at this. Very many units, but the damage per missile is quite much anyways. The ion effect, it's only like 13% or something like that, but it does help. Oh yeah, these are parted up because I wanted them to be. It's very much damaged, but they are in... let's see here, skivor, slabs or something like that. That's why there are so many units of them. Well, we have a little scanner system also, but let's stop about the talking and spawn the pirates. Ready, set, go, fire. Spawning 6 ships, missile, pulse, cannon, and beam. Okay. Now the turrets has set into work with my 3 beam turrets and all that. And we can actually look at the battle unfold for a few seconds before we intercept. But, well, the poor camel ship docked to us is, well, it's a sad ship. Okay, oh yeah, now I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's get our HUD back. And this ship is really focused on shield generation, so that's what it does. The pull, or no, the beam cannon system is very powerful. It does have a range of, what is it? It's as long as I think 5,000 meters also, and it's actually pretty accurate. Well, in any way, I thought that maybe I should make some videos about the different cannon or different systems, where I just go through system by system, like all of the different systems of like having a video for having pulse, one for beam, one for cannon, one for missile, and just go through the different combinations. But on the other hand, I'm a bit afraid of making tutorials on a game that's not released. I'm sure you haven't noticed any of that, because I have made quite many tutorials, and of my StarMade videos, the most views is absolutely gained from the tutorials. But well, maybe I make that. But I mean, like 1 week after my ultimate shipbuilding tutorial, they did change how to make or how the damage system worked, which does not really change the tutorial's value, as they didn't change anything of that. But anyways, if you are wondering, let me get a nice overview. Let us open, but maybe they were closed. Oh yeah, open. Okay. Let the show unfold. We can basically spam this. Or actually, we should be affecting our 13% shield bonus. Now we can fire another swarm. How nice. Is the Camel hanging on well? It has a really low shield value. I mean, it's a transport ship of regular goods. It's a nice clip system, but it's not a battleship. Ooh, I love these heat sinks when they separate. And I love have them red. So basically, you can. I mean, this is the ship's main system. It's a missile platform, and these heat sinks missiles are the missiles that are least chance to get shot down, because I have had problem with my anti-missile turrets, which I have 4 of, shooting down my own missiles, especially the pulse missile, tend to get shot down. So that's a thing. Let's be a bit more... Let's see how many structure you have left. The funny thing with my EMP cannon is that it does very much damage, but I think the shotgun cannons, explosive shotgun cannons, are actually more effective against larger ship also. I guess the pulse cannon has to be balanced out also. And it's quite annoying because the pulse cannon has a range that is lower than the pulse... No, cannon beam. Like my main turret is cannon beam. So it's only 2000 range of the cannon pulse, which should be much longer because it's a siege cannon, and the purpose of it is to use it when you attack space stations, I think. About attacking space stations, maybe we should be checking the near distance for any space station. So, Delta Station. If I'm not wrong, this is one of the less horrible stations. But, well, actually, I want to have this side towards the station, because I have my camel ship there, and maybe it can take some damage for me. That's an evil plan, and I like it. This is a good view. I should screenshot this. I don't know if I did screenshot it, but okay, come on turrets, take it down. And hopefully our ship will continue fighting while we go down and have a look at some exploration unit. Come on. Like that. And well, if you didn't know, then you use your ship core to activate and deactivate force fields or blocks. We use it again to activate the door. So that's the new use for ship cores.
This film is brought to you by Jihadism Industries.
Now the biggest risk of getting shot down is actually we get shot down by our own turrets. Access denied. Oh well. Let us exit this horrible hub. It seemed to have paused its attack. Well, that's unnerving. I can't believe that this station takes so much time to damage. I even made this little hole because I did believe that the well, important stuff would be here, but it's not. Access denied. How evil. I don't know if there is much more to see in this station than this. And down here we have some interesting stuff. There we have some shields also. Maybe we will be taking the space bike and getting ourselves a bit underneath it, because I tried to blow a hole here too. Can we get in here? Perhaps not. Hello. We're stuck. We're stuck. Well, there seems to be some inside bedding area. Can we use the gravity? No, we can't. Enemy territory. And I don't know. Every pirate use my space Volvo. It's stupid. It doesn't even have any weapon. So well. I guess I will say Jihadism Total Notary channel out. This has been a hopefully to you interesting little view of what has been going on in the closest time spectra for me, and you also half accidentally saw my little Camel Freighter. I didn't thought that I should preview it, but well, now you've seen it, and I hope you've enjoyed this little half random looking over the ship and very long battle, eventually causing me to give up it because it takes too much time. I maybe need a bigger ship to deal, or basically they might need to change the damage system a bit, because the structure damage is, well, it takes too much time. It's just silly. Well, thank you for watching. Jimodism out.